Alright, boys, let's see here. Tuesday the 20th of June. Pretty good shooting conditions out here. You see those 3 2-inch jots. We're going back down here at this guy wire again with this truck. Get our laser 125 back on this gun. I'm going to shoot it again this morning. Alright, boys. You see that old laser laying there? We got that old target back there, 125. It's 3 2-inch dots on that baby. Not perfect conditions out here. That's 30x on that camera. I'm going to shoot it off of this same rest here with just the front fork. One fork on the front of that gun, boys. The rest will be on my shoulder. 2 MOA dialed up. I ain't touched the scope since yesterday. We'll see what happens here. Same ammunition as far as it being out of the same box. Alright, I decided to put that rear fork back in that rest. I ain't shot this gun one time down there, okay? And there wasn't much wind blowing when that gun went off. 125 aiming at the top of a dot. I'm gonna walk you down here and let you look at it, okay? First shot, cold barrel right out the gate. As you see it there, that's the first shot. Aiming at the top edge of that dot. That looks pretty good right there for elevation, in my opinion. That's how I sort of like one, about 2 MOA high, 125. Shooting slightly uphill, that could affect it a little bit. There wasn't much wind on that shot. And that's the first shot on a cold barrel, which I like to look at with a gun. We'll shoot some more here. Alright, boys, that's 5 total I've shot in that left-hand dot down there. Okay. All them shots felt pretty good. The last shot didn't feel too good, but I'm holding this gun a little different. That group down there looks pretty good, boys. Don't think you can't kill a squirrel with this gun at 125. You can shoot heads on squirrels with this gun at 125. Let's look down and walk down here. Alright, boys. Leaking left wind. 5 shots, 125, aiming at the top edge, the center of that dot. That's a slightly different hold I'm using on that gun. I may check it again at closer range. See if I need to move it over a little bit. That's a good group right there at 125 with that gun, okay? We'll shoot it 5 more at least. We'll see what happens. This is a no bullshit video, okay? I don't do bullshit videos. I was killing squirrels with this gun, boys, long distance. That was with a different barrel. Now these action screws have got right at 30 pounds of torque, but I ground that lug about 1,000 off of it. Put it back in there and torqued her back to 30. There's no elevation problems with that gun as far as it spraying shells, okay? And that rest I'm shooting off of may not be the best. There is some shooter error there, obviously, okay? We'll come back, we'll go back and shoot it 5 more. And again, there's the target, and there's that fine piece of Japanese engineering down there, about 125 yards. A little closer than 125 on this side of that truck. I'm shooting from the other side. I'm trying to keep my shoulder pressure the same. When I shot this gun yesterday on that second group, some of them shots, you know, I let that gun sit too far forward. The pressure was lighter. You see that flag blowing yonder? She's blowing a little bit. All the wind seems to be coming from my left as I shoot today. Alright, boys, that's 5 more. I believe I shot the center dot. Let me look through the scope and make sure here. Yeah, it's 5 at the center dot. Now with some variable left or right wind coming in here, but now that group down there is impressive if you ask me. The elevation difference on them shots, I mean, there's hardly any at all. We'll go down and look at it. There's the first group. There's the second group. Notice that elevation, no stringing. That's nice at that distance with that gun. We may try that dot right there, 5 shots. Okay. some slight variable left to right wind coming in on me here, but now that could change. We got this old low pressure system over us right now. This wind can switch. Alright, we're gonna shoot the right dot 5 times, but now I've dialed this scope. You see the cigarette smoke there blowing? Okay, I've dialed this scope 1 MOA to the left. Okay, I'm probably still going to be right at that target a little bit, okay, but I'll keep them closer to the dot. We're watching for group size anyway. Elevation's still 2 MOA up. Alright, boy, that's 5 at the right-hand dot. Now, you're going to see some shots I made down there with a little bit of wind blowing, and you're going to see some I made with a little more wind blowing. All in all, though, I think this looks good. The elevation on this gun is not stringing shots, boys. Alright, boys, there's the group where I dialed it left, 1 MOA and shot. Now, even at the top of that dial, it had a little wind. We'll take this to the house and we'll measure these groups. 125 yards. No correction made for wind other than one setting. I didn't adjust the scope in between what the wind was doing, okay? Per shot. Alright, boys, we got the old target out here and got this yardstick. Now, this is not no micro-millimeter measurement, but, you know, I'm honest about this. You'll see it in the camera. Now, that barrel's been cleaned one time, and the only thing I did is pulled a couple of patches down the barrel, I believe, after about 30 or 25 rounds. The barrel wasn't clean before I shot today. I shot this gun yesterday, 15 or 16, 17 times. Okay, so it has done been shot about 30 times since I've cleaned it. The only time the gun's been cleaned. That was a new barrel, 125 yards. Now, these were shot at 18x on that Nexus scope off that corny wrist there, okay? Aiming at the top edge of a 2-inch dot. Here's a 5-shot group, the first one I shot. Looks like to me it's laying on 3/4 of an inch. You see that in that camera? 3/4 of an inch. Two of them holes are right there. Here's the second group. It is laying at about 1 1/8 inches. Okay. Now there was no hole for wind per shot, but on this group over here, I dialed the scope left an MOA, okay? And this group over here is 1 1/4, no matter which way you measure that right there. 1 1/4, okay? This is a sub shooting barrel on this gun. Now, notice the elevation here. Now, this is wild right here. Look at that, under a 1/4 inch deviation there. Make sure I measured that right there. Or, I'm sorry, under a 1/2 inch. A little bit less there, and then we come over here and we get a little wild here, okay? But now I had some more wind coming in on me from my left side, shooting these 2 shots right here. That's the first 3 shots I shot at that dot, dialed over left 1 MOA. And then the wind come up on me. That's not bad right there. I can work with this gun right here on some long-range squirrels, boys. That's a slightly different hold on this gun. And if I showed you what I'm doing, you'd probably laugh at me, but that's the way I like to shoot a gun. It's got something to do with that finger right there, that pinky. If you can believe that. If I could cut that off, I might be a better shot. It's causing my trigger angle to not be right unless I do something real fancy with that pinky finger there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That was Hornady ammunition, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. Bought, I don't know, a few months ago. Same ammunition I shot yesterday. Now, I kept the shoulder pressure on these shots here pretty consistent, unlike yesterday. Hope you enjoyed.